And we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now Herbert to start the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They'll run with Herbert. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard?
And last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. A give left side here for Herbert. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Jets are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Down the left sideline. And
the way in. Touchdown, New York. Aaron Jones, 58 yards. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving. Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Levis. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. At the 17-yard line. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Play action. Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
Intercepted by the Browns. Recovery by Joey Porter Jr.
The Browns drive about to get started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 36 yards on the play.
36 yards. First down, Browns.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Palmer going in motion right. 1st and 10, it's Levis. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Levis to throw it. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Herbert powering up the middle. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Levis. Pass complete to Palmer.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Levis back to throw.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis.
Flush to his right.
That's the Mayer to tight end.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Herbert.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Now Levis.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Adrian Amos with a pick. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Extra point try now for Santoso.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Back to throw, it's Levis. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now it's the backup Tannehill. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
While the incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Tannehill changing the look.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
Oh, they're changing this at the line. They're going for it. Here's Herbert. Well, he's going to be stopped up right at that unofficial yellow line, but I do believe he got the 2 yards. Yes, confirmed by the referee. It's a first down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's got it at the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now it's Tannehill. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. Third down.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys, maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones.
Milton Williams there on the tackle.
And quickly they get to the line. On second down, it's Jones. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Aaron Jones
With his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good from Santoso.
And the lead is up to 18 now. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Another carry for Herbert on second down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
48 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
And the Browns first down.
Off play action, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
They'll toss it out right to Herbert.
And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Stafford will stay out there. He'll lead his guys up to go for it on 4th down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down. And that wasn't easy, but they do wind up converting a 4th and 7 to keep this drive moving.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
That's quickly out wide to Davis.
Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
The tackle made by Brock Yasin. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with Jones. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Tannehill, a throw out wide that's complete.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. Jumping all the way from the outside, maybe getting a little early start in the corner blitz.
And the only time it makes sense to get that penalty is exactly as you described. Otherwise, he should never get that penalty.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Here's Tannehill, eluding the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Flush to his right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. Flushed out right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Up the middle, Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Motion man is Shakir. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now 3rd and 5.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Stafford. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Here comes Grant on the return. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 49-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Tannehill.
That is caught by Herbert.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Browns! Khalil Herbert from 6 yards away. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. That is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. Now he's loose again. Oh, some strong running. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 14-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Running right, Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it. Throwing here, Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete, and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right frame.